One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Powell with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense in a split backfield. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Fafita. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Leaves it with the back. Shows him the stiff arm.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Martin. Powers through the defender. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Well, that was a nice little pitch and catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, run. The field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going for it all. Makes the grab on the big throw. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Caught. Across the 25, he's got room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Arizona will try to pay off this red zone trip. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Fafita. Fires to the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Arizona! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fighting off the defender. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Dropping back, it's Buckmeyer. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on third down?
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something.
Kearney on the Jets. He's at the touchdown, Wildcats. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Buckmeyer. Grabbed behind the line. It's Martin. Rams him with the stiff arm. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He makes the catch. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
This possession from their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another 1st down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Scanning the field, it's Fafita. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
On the run, it's Martin. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Got it in the middle, it's Erickson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, Not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays when I can be physical and really make him feel me. I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Buckmeyer. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Can't get him to the ground. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Erickson. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Buckmeyer. Touchdown, BYU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab on the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on 3rd and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge first down on 3rd and long.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Handoff from the gun.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Phillips. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Fights off a defender. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
To the ground. He's got it again.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense? defense bear down on third down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Field goal is good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Back to throw. It's Fafita. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Back to pass. It's Bachmeier. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Arizona going back to work with another first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Trying to pound it in. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here.
He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the third down and goal.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats! And that one will put them up here in the second half. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's caught. It's Martin. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to throw, it's Buckmeyer. Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got the first down and more. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Touchdown, Cougar! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Right down the middle. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. To throw, it's Fafita. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense headed back out to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. That's caught. It's Phillips. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Roberts. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It's a draw. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Snares it outside, it's Phillips. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
As a defender, you use the sideline as the 12th man. That's another guy. You know the play stops there. He can't make a catch. Great job by the wide receiver, fighting for his space, catching the ball, and staying in bounds.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The give to the tailback. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense. You take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks the tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Looking to the big tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. The give and tick, 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 tick. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care of the ball. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. It's Fafita. Shoots it to the left. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Looking for more room. And he goes out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking for space. It's Martin. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. him run. A big third down stop by this defense.
Great job being physical in the middle of the defense. Goal line situation, third down. Nowhere for the runner to go in the middle of the field, so he tries to use his speed to bounce it, but this ain't high school. This defense has the ability to pursue and chase and get him down.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
I really like the decision by this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Here comes the heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Going deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.